Just thought we'd continue following the build on this one. The last video we were getting it all ready for the Race Retro show, which many of you have probably seen the car at the show. But for those of you who haven't, thought we'd have a look over. So mechanically, we're pretty much done now. We've got our IVA date coming up next month, which is the vehicle test here in the UK that each car has to go through. Which we'll probably do a video actually looking at that when we get to that point, but we're pretty much there mechanically. A few new bits on the car that we've not really covered. So the steering wheel's quite a nice one that we've done. So we've got the Momo wheel on here with all the controls for the gearbox and that. This is on the detachable boss, and it's a wireless unit. So on the wheel we've got our up and down shifting, and then we've also put all the other controls on here. So we've got our indicators, we're going to have the hazards on there, main beam, side lights, and they've got the symbols to go on yet, which you've got to have as one of the IVA requirements. We've got our map switch as well, so we've put a map switch on there. So we've got 1 to 5 maps that we're going to put on the ECU, so we can have different gearbox settings on there. We can actually alter the throttle as well. We're running on drive-by-wire, so you can have a linear throttle, so the pedal and the throttle bodies mirror each other in a nice linear relationship, or we can change that curve, so we can have a different throttle curve. So maybe in like first and second gear where you want a bit more feel on the power, we can have a slightly different curve, and so on. So we can adjust that according to what we want. We can also put the traction control on there, launch control and different things, so it gives us the capability to really fine tune what we want to do. This unit as well is a fully wireless unit. And then that goes to a controller, which you've then got the CAN integration that will go to the ECU, and you've also got some analog outs, switching, which we'll use for some of the lighting and so on. So that's a really nice part. And that just goes on. Self-locks as well on the boss. So the boss has automatic alignment. It's not like some of the other quick releases out there that are on hex, and you've got to actually get it in the right position. It only goes one way, and you can put it on anywhere and it will just self-locate. We've then got the AIMS dash in now, so we've got the full digital display on here. Again, this is CAN bus linked to the ECU, so all the engine data, temperatures, RPM, shift lights, gearbox temperatures, all that sort of stuff is displayed on there, and that'll be from the CAN interface to the ECU. It's also then got its analog inputs, which we'll use for things like main beam, indicators, fog lamp warning and so on. We've made a really nice surround for this, so we've actually angled it so it's in your line of sight, so you've got really nice vision, so you can just look at it straight away. So that's in there ready. The seats are all in now. We've got the nice TRS GBS harnesses. On these it's the 6-point harness, but we've got the thinner top strap because we're running hands devices. The customer's going to do quite a few track days, so if you've got your hands device on there, we've got the harnesses, then we've got the nice aluminium adjusters. They adjust up really nice, so they're on there ready. We've still got the GO2 on the car, then looking under the bonnet. It's really nice and tidy now, so we'll just show you in there. So under the bonnet, just really nice, neat, tidy, we want it. So all the drive-by-wire motor and everything, that's all on there ready. All the plumbing's in. We've got the oil cooler in there for the gearbox as well. So because the customer's going to be doing it for track days and on the road, the duty cycle on the gearbox, that is a bit longer than you'd normally have in a race and that. So we wanted to put some extra oil and cooling on there just to give it an easier time. So we just went in a little electric pump and then an oil cooler, and that'll just be controlled on a relay through the ECU that we can just put on. So yeah, that's where we are. We'll do another video looking at the IVA, things like that. We'll probably, once we've got it on the road as well, do some performance videos looking at the tyres and things like that. But yeah, look forward to the next video, and thank you for watching.